All right, we have to break down GameStop, do a quick midday update here as it is about 1:30 p.m. right now on the East Coast, and as GameStop is actually moving pretty nicely up over 5.5%. It's at $25.50, and earlier in the day, guys, it almost hit $27 per share. So we're going to break down the charts, talk about what I'm looking to do, and of course, if we have time, we'll break down some other stocks and maybe the indexes. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit. And get this, guys, your uninvested cash will earn 8.1% APY for a limited time. So use that link down below, the QR code right here, or go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo. Get your money, guys. And with that being said, cheers. Let's get right into the video. So like I said, it's about 1:30 p.m. right now on the East Coast, and GameStop is looking pretty good. In fact, we hit almost $27 per share earlier today, and we hit a multi-day high. I'm pretty sure a 10-day, a 7-day high, whatever it is here on GameStop. Either way, we're moving in the right direction, right? You guys can see we had a huge move at around, let me see, about 10:50 a.m., 11 a.m. We went from $24.60 roughly all the way up to almost $27 in the span of what, 10-15 minutes. So we ran 9% at that point, and since that point we have seen a bit of choppiness, consolidation, whatever you want to call it, and now it looks like we're gearing up potentially for another move, maybe into close. Potentially. It's not guaranteed, obviously, but we are holding higher lows, you guys see, and we actually double bottomed here. One bottom at about $12.50, another one at $115, and now we're starting to get a pop, right? But we're not fully breaking out, so that's kind of what I'm waiting for in the very short term here. Does GameStop take out $25.60, $26, and maybe break out into close, or do we fall through this double bottom support and maybe flush down to $24, right? This is what I'm waiting for in the short term, kind of what direction we pick out of this wedge. And as of now, again, we're up over 5%. We're looking pretty bullish. And like I mentioned, guys, we hit a fresh high on the 5-day, 5-minute. Let me show you this, 26.70. We took out the highs, obviously, from yesterday, from the last couple of days, from this entire week, right? And on this time frame, the 20-day chart, you guys can see now we're wrestling with the 180 moving average, which we've been struggling to break out of pretty much since the middle of June. The last 2 weeks, right, we've been trading under the moving averages. We've had a death cross, right? So now GameStop is looking to reverse, which would be, ideal for the bulls out there, obviously for Roaring Kitty, who's in at what, $23.41. So he's up now, what, roughly $18 million. So he owns 9 million shares. So he's up $2 per share roughly. So now he's up almost $20 million on his position. And I'm sure you guys know this, but each dollar GameStop moves up above 23.40, he makes $9 million. Isn't that crazy? For each dollar per share it moves, he makes $9 million on paper. And like I said, on this 1 hour chart, guys, we're wrestling with the 180 moving average at about $26, $27, which if that breaks, boom, we could get the momentum that we've been waiting for, as GameStop has been pretty much hibernating for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, honestly, 10 plus days at this point, right? So I'm going to set some alerts here, folks. I'm going to put one at $26, which I had that yesterday. That hit earlier today, so I'll reset that as now we're back under $26, and I'll do another one at $27 per share. Let me do that now. Mark is at or above $27. There we go. So not bad today, guys. Today's actually the best day we've had over the last 5-10 trading days, arguably, as again, we're taking out the highs. We're trading at a 1 week to 10-day high at this point, but we're not fully breaking out, but that's kind of what I'm waiting for, which I'm sure you guys are obviously waiting for as well. So my alerts are set, $26 and $27 per share. And let's quickly now break down some other names that I'm looking at today that are on fire. We have Chewy moving up like crazy. Just literally 10 minutes ago, it was up 25%. We hit almost $40. It got halted on the upside, and now we're up 10%. So we've come down a good chunk, but obviously still doing very well on the day. And this stock has been just on fire, guys. I'm not sure if you've realized, but Chewy was at $14 per share just about 2-3 months ago, and now we're hitting almost 40 today. We're in the mid 30s now, mid low 30s, and I'm not sure if we got any news. Actually, wait a second. Looks like shares of Chewy are trading lower after the company announced a $500 million repurchase of shares from BC Partners. Let's see. Wedbush adjusted their price target this morning to 35 from 28. They maintain an outperform rating. Chewy agrees to repurchase 500 million shares, yada, 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 $500 million of shares from Buddy Chester. So I have to dive deeper into that. But yeah, the stock was on fire, guys. Momentum is clearly there, and now we're trying to get back to where we were, although we have a long ways to go. It's trying to get back to where it was a couple of years ago, right, where it was at $50 plus. You know, back in 2021, it hit $120 per share. So Chewy, CHWY, is starting to gain momentum, which is very good news overall. We have CRM also making some pretty big moves today, up 6%, up $14 per share. And this one tanked after they reported earnings back in the end of May. You guys probably remember that, from 270 down to about 210. And now we've essentially filled that gap, right? You guys can see here, before earnings, we were at 268, 270, right in that ballpark. We fell through that point, boom, and now we filled the gap back to that roughly 260, 270 level. So the moment of truth, guys, is now. The CRM break past the 180 moving average, break past over, 265, 270 to start ripping towards 300 plus again, or is this a bull trap? Is the rally going to fizzle out? Do we get rejected at 265, 260, and then we dump back down, which that'd be ideal if you're looking to buy more shares of CRM, but that's kind of what I'm waiting for right now with this particular stock, right? So that's CRM, Salesforce. We also have, let's see, what other movers are we seeing today? A lot of stocks are moving, guys. Looks like CrowdStrike is continuing to look pretty good here, up 2.5% on the day, and now we've been chopping around 385, 395 for the last couple of weeks here, and the moment of truth for this one is also coming. Do we break out of 390, see another big push, maybe a leg up towards 400 plus, or does this thing cool off and maybe fill the gap down towards the mid 300s, maybe by the 180 moving average on the 4-hour chart? These are some things that I'm watching out for on CrowdStrike. And let's see what else, guys. Amazon's obviously moving. This has now become, I think, the 5th company to hit $2 trillion officially, guys, which, did we not call this out? I called it out, not to toot my own horn, right? And I've been long Amazon since 2023, where I was buying it at 80, 90 bucks per share. I actually averaged up recently, a couple weeks ago, at 175, and this thing's breaking out. And in my opinion, 200, 250, that's in the cards for Amazon. Obviously, the charts are pointing to that, and let's see if it comes, if it comes true. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo. It's free money with at least a $100 deposit, and your uninvested cash, guys, get this, earns 8.1% APY for a limited time, guys. So this is nuts. Check out the link down below, the QR code right here, or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Get your money, and of course, that is an affiliate link. It helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you in the next one.